Hello there everyone, and welcome back to this Boshin War battle series. We're back in Shogun 2 doing this Boshin War, and we have marched on to the Battle of Ueno. But first, let's go ahead and introduce my partner in crime, Rotislav or Kenta old Kenta. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello there. So, we've marched on, as I said, to the Battle of Ueno, which is a battle that is also featured as a historical battle in Fall of the Samurai. And as you can see here, it's a temple-heavy area, and this battle came about partly, I guess, because, well, let's go ahead and tell it from the top. About a year ago, the head of the Tokugawa clan resigned, or he surrendered basically, but a lot of people kept on fighting, and as he resigned, he went to this monastery, as we can see right here. Unfortunate for him, it sort of dragged the attention of the Shogotai, and about 2000 decided to set up their base here and have it as their base of operations as they set out from here to harass imperial troops. So the Imperials had no choice but to come here and smite them. So just as I think most strategies for the historical battle, if you've played it, because of the good defensive positions, usually what you do when you play that historical battle is you bomb the shit out of the enemy, and this one is no different, and that's also what they did historically, because they suffered quite heavy losses trying to take this, but they went ahead and bombed the crap out of this temple area. So
Yeah.
I think yeah, if you want to say
It should be noted that I actually have more troops than John.
Yeah,
which they have historically.
Yeah, they were outnumbered, and they were sort of forced to attack because of their base that they had set up here.
Yes.
And the very unwilling head of the, or at least the figurehead of the resistance. Anyways, we've looked at this still picture. Let's go ahead and actually start the battle up. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go ahead and play it. I'm gonna go ahead here at the start, see if I can get my artillery pieces to start firing. I'm moving up my main line to engage, and you can see my guys here, they're loading the cannons. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they're about to fire at up front here. The sun is passing out. Sort of not very nice. Oh! Here goes the shot.
Shots
in.
fired!
Oh,
Can
I
see
think
that it has caught fire.
yes,
the fence.
the fence has caught fire. My sound is a bit low, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and pause real quickly, and just to up my sound, because that was very low. A bit too low. I was worried that 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go ahead and start it now.
Yes.
So now it should be a better sound. I put it on too low just in case my voice wasn't that clearly heard. Well, we can see here that the Shogotai, very eager to seek battle, has charged out, but it might be a bit too soon, and they're facing prepared lines.
Yeah. I was actually we did this battle a couple of times, and I successfully attacked like this on all the occasions. But this time I was a little too eager to attack, and that's why I couldn't do so much damage. But as you see here, the first 2 houses is burned down. and although it doesn't look too dangerous, it actually, if my troops were to stay there, they would all have died. I have to retreat.
Yeah, that happened in some of the other battles, where just by standing next to the fence as it got burned to a crisp, that the troops standing next to it would actually die. And my artillery is wrecking through town, and we've set fire to quite a few buildings here.
Yeah, this is not a very nice retreat for that retired shogun to be.
Yeah, coming here to contemplate on sort of life and stuff, as you might imagine you do at the monastery, would have quite an abrupt ending if the Imperial forces came to set fire to the entire place. So yeah, the initial action there has been successful. I thwarted the Shogotai, and I'm trying to push further into the town. But here is where I come on to actually fighting the heavily entrenched troops, which have quite nice defensive positions. At least very nice, I must say, on the left side.
Did you see that blast?
Yeah, I missed that blast this time around as well. But I can see the aftermath here as I zoom in, and it looks like a direct head
hit
on the unit.
Yes. They turned around and ran out.
Yeah, and a lot of the units gonna lose 100% of their troops just because they go ahead and run outside of the temple grounds rather than go out the back. And as we're talking about the back, they've gone ahead and fired from the main, or that first house, as I'm moving up a troop to fight them. They did attack from the front and the back of the temple, but because of the limitations of not having a third player and also the map and the timing, unfortunately in Shogun 2 you can't set the timer for sieges. Yeah, because what happened a lot of times was that at least for Fall of the Samurai, that the attacker would sit outside and bomb the place to just an inferno, and so that's why they enabled that. And I'm not entirely sure why they went ahead and set it so you can't change it at all. I could understand it if you would do that for the sort of more matchmaking battles where you have the bit more competition compared with just something that you set yourself, and not being able to set the timer yourself is obviously quite a limitation for creating your own battles, which is something during the different battle series that I've done, that we often come across the limitations of battle scenes and so on. So hopefully you'll keep that in mind, that we cannot be entirely 100% accurate. Also, the information is it's based. The battle is based on historically accurate as we can do it at the time, but they're obviously done for entertainment rather as a more sort of you cannot sort of cite us if you're doing a historical paper on the war.
You can really see that John burned the town now. I was forced to retreat from another house again.
I set fire to the two temples on either side. I haven't set fire on the one on the right, but just for the flair of it. There was no sort of gain of setting those two on fire. Anyways,
while you were talking, I actually saw one of my troopers that looked quite like you, but he was killed. He was in that first house there. He looked exactly like you.
And he looked like me, eh? he? And he still died. Oh.
Yeah, but that house, it's really the stopping, big sort of stopping place for your army. Can't get past it.
Yeah, and this really causes heavy casualties among my men. The low-ranking troops that I have. So there we go. I'd say I bombed the crap out of the house to facilitate me moving further through here.
And I have quite bad troops actually, but since this is such a good defensive position, I actually can utilize them quite well, as we can see now.
Yeah,
when my matchlock
here
troops.
Here is some quite interesting troop. I guess because of how the map is made, the sort of pathfinding is a bit screwed up, and here we can see the famous Shogun 2 shuffle, where the troops sort of go ahead and dance rather than actually engage the troops, and this unit is not going to do too well, as I recall. Eventually they are going to fire, but there's going to be a lot of dancing beforehand. It looks like they're about ready to fire. There we go.
But they still don't do that much damage.
Yeah, even though it's just about to it's not even really covering the body. It's sort of covering not even half their body, but it still provides very good cover for the what looks like peasants holding
they
up
are
in
peasants.
this house. Ooh, there
you can
comes.
see now. They were bombed.
An artillery grenade comes in and blows the and sends them off.
There again. Now they routed.
And now moving in the troops further, but there's another blockhouse that we're gonna have to take, and then once we get past that, we have the bigger house, and then we have the final temple in the back here where your general is residing.
So you can see, if you were to play this as an actual multiplayer battle, this would be almost an impossible map, I would say. If I were to have artillery, for example, or better troops, it would be almost impossible for Jan to actually take it, I would say.
Yeah,
so I think there would have to be more than one player to attack this.
Yeah. I'm not sure if there's any other entry points actually on the sides. We have
one on the side.
There are
one on the back.
blockhouses on the sides, but I'm not entirely sure if you can go through there. Can you?
There is only one way in. Yeah. So it's impossible to go in except going through the houses.
I also had the naval bombardment, which adds a lot.
And here we have the white tigers running into Jon's troops.
Yeah, they're actually not attacking, they're retreating. And, chaos ensues. An absolute massacre.
But now the big house is firing.
And the ground becomes slick with blood. You can see them crawling around.
And here comes the Ronin. Ready to do...
The Ronin, which is the unit... Oop, I shot my own men there. The Ronin is of your units, is the one that made the most kills throughout this battle.
And these kinds of sword charges against modern units are actually quite effective. Especially against these sort of lesser modern troops.
Yeah, they don't have the same abilities as, or the same sort of stats as the other units. We might go ahead and say here that we actually use a mod to modify the different units that we use in this to make it a bit more accurate of the time.
And get more flavor troops
that are available
sort of
in the
like
workshop, which makes it a lot easier to install mods and stuff. But it looks as though the Ronin have been taken out.
Yes, last one fell to the ground.
Yeah, there's still
now
one.
They're just crawling around.
There's one sort of. He's trying his best.
It's like they've been to Taco Bell and now they're regretting their decisions.
Definitely regretting it. Shameful display! No more Taco Bello!
And that's an obvious... because we don't have Taco Bell in Sweden, so it's just an obvious American reference.
Yes, for all my American subs. I have quite a lot of them. Right,
I said it specifically for you people.
I'm pushing forwards this unit, but wasn't sure if it's actually gonna make it. It was about to rout as it came here to fight the matchlock peasantry.
You can still see here how hard it is for John's modern troops to even take out the matchlock soldiers.
But these houses are really cool for the fact that you can, you know, stand on the different levels of it.
Yeah, it's really cool. But you can occupy the destroyed house when it's have burned, as I done now. It's usable even after it has been destroyed. Now they've escaped, or fled, rather. The peasantry.
And so they go. And now the elite troops are marching up. My elite band is marching up for the final assault. We got the Imperial Infantry and the Red Bear Infantry. And here
and
comes the general to join them.
Yeah. If you look at the paintings of the battle, you can they have actually painted in the Red Bears, which were historically at the site. And so, yeah, they are adhered to the Tossa clan, or Tosa maybe they say. So, but it's a coalition of many clans. That John usually plays Satsuma.
Yeah, Satsuma, Chosu, and Tosa are the main ones, and at least the ones that are that we're able to portray in the game, but also the ones that, well, Satsuma and Chosu were the two main ones, since they would come to dominate the army and the navy. Even up until modern times.
Yeah.
And here
now
comes
here's the final assault.
Gonna go ahead and charge in my Red Bears. At the same time, I'm getting the line infantry to go in through the temple, and then we've got the Imperial infantry turning up as well.
Now the house is on fire.
Yeah, and I sort of missed the artillery blow there, but it sort of hit right sort of at your general.
Yeah.
And it kills quite a few of his bodyguard. It leaves only... actually, are they running away? Or are you just...
oh, they were supposed to run out.
Oh yeah, they ran too fast for it to be them just running away.
I forgot actually that the house was on fire, so I didn't empty it. And now everybody burned to death.
Yeah, they. As soon as the building collapses, everyone inside dies.
And now,
yeah, there we have it. The Battle of Ueno.
yeah, we can see some stills of people dying here.
Yeah, I think your general is still alive, isn't he? Somewhere
Yeah, I don't
among
know
these.
who he is, but yeah,
He's one of these guys somewhere here.
Yeah,
It might be the guy sort of in the middle there. I'm not sure, with the sort of the headband. Or if it's the guy just now being impaled or being like his stomach is being cut open.
Poor boy.
But yeah,
now the Tokugawa shogun, or the ex-Tokugawa shogun, can go back to meditation.
he can go back to meditation since the Shogotai is taken care of.
Yes.
But the war continues still. And we have another few battles to come as well. And I know back when we did the first batch of these videos, someone was asking for naval battles, and I'm pretty sure there's another one where we'll actually get the kotetsu in there, so we'll get an ironclad to be part of the battle. I don't think we had an ironclad last time. We just had some.
No. Yeah, only smaller vessels.
Yeah, it was sort of a
now it will be a big battle.
Yeah, a little bit of a random naval battle that we put in there. Anyways, I think we'll go ahead and say goodbye. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully we'll see you for the next one. Bye.